Hello, welcome back. Some of you may be here for the first time and may be wondering what is going on here, who is this guy, and what is he trying to tell us. Those who have been here before, I am really glad that you have come back. It proves that some of the things which I say did interest you, and that's a good sign and an encouraging sign for me. So as usual, I'll take off my coat, relax so that you could also relax, and I'll have a cup of tea with you. I hope you can also, or you are also prepared with a cup of tea or coffee, whatever is your brew, and we will start off. Okay, so for those who are new, we have been trying to put these videos up. Sorry if they were delayed. Our website is a new website. Our Facebook page for this website is new, and we should have put these videos along when the day when we started the website, but as we was practicing and new to this video technology, I mean operating the camera, uploading, editing, it's taking us time, but we are getting there. Thank you for your patience. So we are talking about customer service, and particularly customer service in Dubai. If you are in Dubai, you know the place already, you know what I'm talking about, why we have to talk about customer service. Maybe if you have been here long, you have gotten used to the way the service is done here, the service is provided. But those who have been new and they are fortunate enough to be in the Western countries, seen the advanced countries, how the customer service is offered there, the advantages, the consumer rights. So they must really be shocked. Yes, shocked. It's not a good word to use, and I'm not proud to use it, but Dubai customer service needs a lot of improvement. That is why we are taking this effort to try to bring the suppliers, the sellers, the retailers, the hospitality industry, airlines, the government public dealing departments, you name it. If even 10% of them take our word, take it seriously, that customer service is not something you hire somebody from some place, put them there to sell and you have done your job. No, it is not that. Even if you think that you have provided some training, sales training, English language, you name it, and you think you have done your job for the customer service, still it requires a lot of effort. That's why we are here. So I'll take my cup of tea and I'll start telling you about the background of customer service. Customer service, as we call it, was not called customer service from the time onwards when trading was started, when people used to buy and sell goods. It always depended on their behavior, the way they interacted with each other, the way they talked. The main purpose at that time of customer service or of selling goods was to create trust. If your customer or your client or your guest does not trust you, the haggling or the negotiation or the what should we say, threats, all these will go on for a long time without each side budging an inch or giving an inch. Trust, if you have a trust, if you know the person you are buying from or the person who is buying from you, a lot of this time waste is eliminated. You know the person, you know his background, you know his history or her history, and vice versa, the other person also knows your background. So you just talk about the main points of the deal. The deal is done, the deal is struck, whether it is credit, whether it is cash, or whether the goods have to be, it's a barter deal, whatever it is, transaction takes place. So as I said, if there is a trust, it saves time and you are more secure that business will continue with this party. Both the parties are secure that future transactions can also be done. That was in long times back when people knew each other, when they were from the neighborhood, except for strangers when they used to go to these far off markets where sales were held, where fairs were held, where carnivals were held. People used to go for selling and buying. So there it was a little bit different. But if you're selling in your own area, in your own neighborhood, you know your neighbors and they know you. See the difference in the customer service part played by your neighborhood store, your neighborhood shop, the mom and pop shop. Do you know them by name? You know how many children they have, where they study, what type of goods they keep, and they know you and your financial background also. What's there to argue about then except the price? Price is always and was always negotiated. That was the pastime of those people. They used to enjoy the art of negotiation. Haggling. Even for 10 cents or 10 fills, people would be arguing and asking for discount, or baker's dozen, 12 plus 1, or buy 2, buy 1 get 2, or buy 2 get 3. All these things are in a way discounted goods. What we are talking about is selling and buying. Okay, selling and buying, make it very practical. A price of a particular good is fixed. You know, there are some shops where they have fixed prices. If their prices are written, you go to a shopping mall nowadays, you don't haggle for the price. You don't even have to ask the price. The price tags are there on each and every good. Some of them, they are all what they call these bars. But even where they have just the bars, you can always, there are some readers, you can just put the thing and it will show you the price. Or you can ask the salesman. He will not give you an offhand price, he will just see the price on tag on that good. So the price is fixed. What is there to bargain about? What is there to argue about? Now the thing comes is that you compare, you remember the price of another mall of the same particular good item, and you know whether this is cheaper or the other mall is giving you a benefit. Okay. So since we have become practical, we are just looking at the price, the quality, it should be the same product, it should be similar thing. Just pay the money, take the goods and go, whether they say hi, bye, or good morning, or thank you, it doesn't matter. Just because a salesperson is smiling at you, is very gracious, doesn't matter. Or am I right? Maybe you don't agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, I compliment you. That's what we are talking about. The courtesy, the manners. Anybody can buy and sell. You see these kiosks in the markets, weekly markets. You see the people in our countries, the third world countries, even on the curb, the footpaths, they just put a mat and they put their goods and they start selling. So where is the customer service required in those places? No. But just stand for a minute, give it a thought. If you are in one of these roadside markets, if it is not very crowded and people are just picking up because it's a bargain price, and he makes, take the example of oranges. He's selling maybe 2 dirhams less than any other place. So people just rush up. They are just putting them in their bags and they are paying and they are going. The guy has no time to smile or say thank you and all. You don't mind that. You don't expect it there. You go to a very economical cafeteria in Dubai. They are famous. These are the South Indian cafeterias where you get it. Even now, from the time I came here, okay, it was at that time from 25 fils to, it went up to 60 fils, and we had coins, brass coins, which were known as fils. Then they were exchanged, 10 fils, 5 fils, 1 fil also small. If it was polished, it was very golden color. So if it thing would cost 60 fils, they would return you, and you have paid them 1 dirham, they would pay you, I'm sorry, at that time it was Qatar Dubai Riyal, but it was the same value, same monetary value. So they would return you the 40 fils back. Those were the times. Even a fil had value. Then it went up to 1 dirham. They tried to make it 1 dirham 0.25. They failed. Always the tea, the ready-made brewed tea cost 1 dirham in these cafeterias. You go there, they have small samosas, they have their own, South Indian dishes, vada and aloo vada, and these things all cost hardly more than 1 dirham. Of course, if you have their mota set and some, they also provide lunch and all. So it's parboiled rice with small dishes, small stainless steel dish cups, you will call it, of vegetables and all. That cost maybe 7 dirhams now. So you don't expect them to give you really superb service. It's something surprising is if it was a Western country, it would be self-service to save money on the waiters and the service staff. And here still people expect to be served on the table because we have learnt it from our previous generations. I will name the reason for this is British Raj. The British Nawabs, the Goras, the Nawabs, the what we call is in Hindi Urdu is Nawab. These were the offshoots of the kings and the princesses and all these. They were related to them, they were from that family, so they used to have lands bequeathed to them by the king for service provided, for services rendered. So they used to just live off the land, they had no work, they did not do anything, so they would never go and pick up even a spoon to stir the tea. Somebody had to do it for them. So those things came down to us, and I mean it should not be encouraged. It's not the right thing to do. We have to do our own work. I'm not here to tell you people about that, I'm sorry. So in these small cafeterias also, they just sit on the table and they expect somebody to come and serve the food to you. At that rate, at 1 dirham a cup of tea and 1 dirham a samosa and all, do you expect those people to have a uniform waiter with courtesy, smiling at you, saying thank you and expecting a tip, gratuity? No. Nobody pays them anything. They are not expected to even treat you gently. When you go there, you see the rush and the hubbub, and they are so busy that they don't have time to even give you any extra answer. You just talk to the point, what is on the menu, this is the thing, how many do you want, and they are there and they will come and bring it to your table. And after that they will just wipe your table and clear the dishes. Okay, so they don't expect you to come back again. They may not see you except when you are their member. They take a monthly amount from you, and they expect you to come every day for your lunch or your dinner, and the dishes are rotated. So if you are a member, of course they know you by name and you know them by name. But passing by custom, passing by trade, they don't expect you to be there. Maybe you are passing by in the neighborhood for some work, so you saw the cafeteria, you came. And they don't expect you to even recommend them to anybody. All cafeterias here look alike. They have the same type of menu, the same taste. It's all South Indian. And if it is a Pakistani cafeteria, maybe he will have a Punjabi samosa. It's a big vegetarian samosa. Samosa is, you know what samosa is. I'll not take your time and explain that to you here. But again, I'm coming back to the customer service. What we were talking about is you don't expect the type of customer service we want in Dubai from these cafeterias. I'm making a point here. If you don't expect this thing and they treat you in a hurried way, they want to serve you quickly, they want you to leave the table quickly because they have a fixed time slot where they can serve as much lunch as they can. And seating capacity is a very important point for them. The sooner you leave, the more guests can come and sit there. Okay? Same way with taxis. Why do the taxis drive so fast? Throughout the world, anywhere you go, the taxi behavior is the same. Mentality is the same. Because they have a rush hour period, they have a time slot, they have to make as much money as they can. So if it takes 1 hour from one point A to point B, they want you to get out of the taxi so that they can get another passenger and before the rush hour is over. So they want to make as many trips as they can in that fixed time. So they are in a hurry. Same way with these cafeterias. When you don't expect any courtesy and all from them, you don't feel hurt, you don't even notice their behavior. Your concern is the taste of the food. It should not be stale, it should be fresh. And these people, I can assure you, the food is always fresh. Why? Because they cook in limited quantity. They know their clientele. The rush hour is over. There is nothing left. Even before the rush hour is over, even if you go half an hour before the lunch time is over, they will have no dishes. Very few of, 1 or 2 of the varieties they will have remaining. The rest they will be all over, finished. So they would have run out of those dishes. That's why we are assured that the food is fresh. Tea, they regularly keep on brewing. It's always fresh, because if the tea is brewed too long in that samovar which they have, it gives a bad taste, stale taste. So expectations. Now when this is a cafeteria, you have been there, a 1 dirham cup of tea, now you go to a barista where, I mean, a coffee cafe where, let's name it Starbucks, Caribou, and these other type of places where a cup of coffee may cost you 20, 25 dirhams. A pastry or a curry puff or patty may cost you about 10 to 15 dirhams. 10 dirhams say. So overall, one person with a snack and a cup of coffee will be short by about 40 to 50 dirhams. What do you expect from such a place where you are paying this much amount of money? First thing is the greeting when you walk in. Are they looking for your business? Are they expecting your business? Or they are giving you a signal? The attitude gives you a signal that take it or leave it. We have plenty of people coming here. You are not the only one. That attitude was at the cafeteria. They are quite sufficient. They don't have enough space. If they cannot even think of doubling their sale of lunch because they have limited capacity. Even if people come rush in more than they expect, there will be no place for them to sit. Yes, they can do takeaway business. Takeaway usually people don't like because they are in a hurry, they have come from the office, it's a lunch break, they want to sit, eat, finish and go. They can't take it to the office. Every office has no place for them provided to have their lunch. So when you are sitting in these posh type of coffee shops or cafes, you expect good service from them. You are paying hard-earned money. And number two, you also have to tip them. It's expected, even though they may be charging you service charge. That could be an added on your bill, but still they expect at least 5 to 10 dirhams as tips. Okay. The reason you go there, okay, I'm not talking about the taste of the coffee. Some people like it. I would never drink a cup of tea in these places. They will not make it to my liking. And I don't like tea bags. Tea bag I can even use at home. I don't like them. Tea bags, you can get the same taste any place you go, except where some places where the water is kept boiling and boiling, it loses the taste. It should be freshly boiled. That's another thing. So why you go to such a place? Number one is your urge to quench your thirst for these beverages, to really get a high from that coffee, and you have time to sit and talk. You are a socializer, you want to meet people, you want to entertain them. There is a big third part also where you use these type of places. That is your status symbol. You want to be seen sitting in those places, irrespective of the cost. Whatever the cost is, if you are seen there, and there is one advantage also. There is no rush hour. You can sit there as long as you want. You can even open your laptop. They are even providing you free internet, high Wi-Fi. You can sit there for hours. Some places they charge you per head and they keep on refilling your coffee cup. Imagine. So it's a different story. You want to be seen there, and especially in these big malls, you know, where they have these promenades and these coffee shops are right on the promenades. People passing by can look over the small shrubs and fence, these trees they have planted there, you know, so you can just look over and see the people sitting inside. So you want to be seen there. People talk about, oh, I saw such and such, if they know you, or they know your face and all, oh yes, such and such person was sitting there. And when you call, if you are in the sales, in the marketing business, that's the place you want to be seen. People will just come and drop by, talk to you, you offer them a cup of tea. Of course, it's on your expense account. That shows the people who are seeing you sitting there that, look, this is my level of income. This is my standard. I am in a higher income bracket. Okay. Again, we are coming to the point is, why are you sitting there? Did you go there for the customer service they provide? Did you go there for the taste of their coffee? I'll tell you one thing, you go to Caribou, you go to, I'm not taking the names of all those places. Main one is Starbucks, everybody remembers it, is the taste. It's not very, there's not a very big difference. Same way with these ice cream parlors, you have some expensive ones and oh, my taste is, I'm satisfied with the 5 dirham cup from McDonald's with the caramel on top, okay, caramel sauce. I'm satisfied with that. I don't care for the service. I just want them to be quick, where it should not be a very big line and I should be served very fast. I don't go to McDonald's for the courtesy and the way they really take care of you. No, they are there to serve you as quick as they can. Only thing is they have to maintain their food quality, the taste consistently. It should be the same every time. So from coffee shop, I'm jumping to this. Let's go to these ice cream parlors. There are Haagen-Dazs, there is this, I hope I'm pronouncing them properly. There is this 32 flavors, I don't remember the name. Those are very expensive ice creams. Even 2 scoops would cost you about 10 to 15 dirhams if I'm correct. I've not been there. Now, there you go, there you have your ice cream, you go out, it's not something compulsory that you really have to have. It's like a pastime, it's for enjoyment only. And if you have your kids with you, of course, it's a must to visit. Otherwise, you may pass by that ice cream parlor. Here, it's in summer, yes, it's a rowdy business, but in countries where it is winter or it's always cold, ice cream is not of that much necessity of your life. So, do you go there for customer service? No. They need to attract your business. They need to attract your customers. So what do? Some of these ice cream parlors have these jugglers, these drummers, who are making sound, singing, I mean, acrobatic performance, so that people are attracted and they come. Imagine, to get your business, they have to do all these attractions. Why not just an ice cream parlor with good service? People come and eat, take their share of the ice cream, smack their lips and they go. Again, was that a customer service place we should be referring to? No. Then we come to these Wi-Fi shops, I mean the high-tech shops, the electronic shops, the shopping malls, where it is really high-tech, it's really very good standard. You have your parking there, you have your carts, shopping carts, there are attendants, there are cashiers, there are security people, there are guides to guide you where to go, there are people at each aisle, each product. They are specialized in that, they answer your questions, they try to guide you. They are not there to make a sale in any circumstance. It's up to you. You buy, you don't buy, you go. It's a routine with them. But if you need help, they are there. They will guide you. These places also compete with each other, but they have a little bit higher price than a small neighborhood shopping or a grocery store. In fact, sometimes it is more economical to buy with these high-end shopping malls than from a small grocery store because of the volume. And the volume discount, the wholesale price, they pass on to the consumers also. I gave you one hint that these shopping malls also compete with each other. So that means there are many shopping malls and they are just mushrooming up like anything. And not only that, one owner of a shopping mall may have about 10 to 15 branches. They start spreading. The reason for them is the more volume they can create in buying, the more economical the price is. They get at a very good price, the goods they are selling there. Okay, so their markup could even be just 2 fills, 5 fills, 10 fills also. You will be surprised. It's the volume which makes them the profit. Please don't take my word that everything has just 5 or 10 fills markup. I'm talking about, and I'll give you an example. Go to these malls and you buy the vegetables. 1 dirham packet of vegetables, which if you go to even the vegetable market, which is supposed to be the wholesale market for all this produce, they will never give you at 1 dirham anything. How these shopping malls are selling at 1 dirham? These are the baits they are using. They attract families. They may be even losing on these vegetables. But you come for the vegetables, you may buy the cans, you may buy the clothes, you may buy the shoes, you may buy so many things. At least you are coming inside the they want the footfall, this is what they are looking for. The more people who come in, the more chances are something you will be buying. You will be buying something, assuredly. Again, now we come to the customer service of these malls. What's the difference? The price is fixed, and as I had said before, the salesman is not there to force you to buy. He's not getting any incentive on it. The movement of the goods, the cameras are there, the management is watching, nobody is doing anything to hinder you from making a decision. They give you the answers, they try to tell you which is good, which is bad. They will not use the word bad, which is good and which is compared to them has more advantages than the other one, the features. Okay. Now, when there is competition, you can go to this place, you can go to another mall, you can go to a specialist electronic goods store who has all the brands in one place. You are getting the same price. The price is normally the same. It's the wholesale dealer who fixes the price for these retailers. You go to any place, the price will be the same. They cannot undercut the price because then the wholesale dealer will not give them the goods. It's an agreement between them. If the price is the same, only advantage you may have is if the neighborhood shopping mall would be more convenient to you, it will save you time, you go and buy the things there. Still, which shopping mall, which electronic store will be assured of more volume of business, selling the same goods which are available all over the way, is the customer service, how they handle their customers. Imagine, the shopping malls, the guy is there in the electronic counter, he's not there to force you to buy. He's not even going to use any magic words, any magic formula, any psychological incentives for you to buy. But if you go to these specialized electronic stores, you will see magic being done. Those people are there to make you buy. They will not let you go out empty-handed. You want to see the customer service there? Maybe you don't expect it, but just go and try. Don't buy anything. Just bargain, just haggle, just go for browsing there, okay? See the way they are with you. See the way they talk, see the way they convince you about the product. See the way they talk, the smile, their body language. Because there it is in their benefit to make a sale. They are promoted by the volume of business they give to their employers. they may be getting an incentive on the sales. The increment may be tied up to the volume of sales they bring back to the shop. And now you know what is the customer service, okay? It's the interaction between the sales, wherever there is a sale, whether it's a government department, the public dealing, it's a sale. It may not be a sale. You go to a utility bill, you are paying the bill of the electricity company or the telephone company. You cannot do without it. You cannot. There are no more competitors. You don't like this company, you cannot go to another one. That's the only monopoly you have. They don't care whether you don't pay. They will cut your utility. Okay, they are not worried. You will have to pay. Whether it's a mistake by them, whether you have been suffering, whether you didn't get any parking space, whether the salespeople the clerical staff was rude with you, they will just shrug, or maybe they will tell them sorry, or tell the guy to apologize to you. If it is a little bit serious than normal this thing. You don't expect customer service from them. What if they were a little bit more polite, little bit more nicer in handling you, little bit more understanding, more empathetic, that you are a human being, you are using a service which they are providing. Although you have no alternative venue to go to, you have no other option, you have no other choice. You are there for life. You will be using their service. Without that, without electricity, you cannot survive. Without telephone nowadays, you cannot survive. But wouldn't it be a good thing that if they could smile, if they could take care of you? Okay, this is all customer service and all. Now I'll tell you what. These people do their trainings. All these big departments, governments, they have their budgets, the big utility companies, the big corporations, they have a fixed budget like they have for advertising. They also have a budget for training. The training is done. My God, you ask any person, any clerk in these places about the prices, about their billing, about their TV schedules, about their packages, they will have fingertip knowledge. They won't even have to go to the computer. But if you expect them to smile, if they expect them to be a little bit courteous, not to hurry you, because there are other people, subscribers waiting in line, because you have to take a token, and then when your number comes, then you are called to that particular counter. So they want to hurry you to finish your transaction so that the next person can come. What if you don't understand the TV schedule they are giving you? Maybe you have some questions, maybe you don't like the program. You say, what if I take this choice, I add that one, can you do cherry picking? Can you make your own program? No, they have no time for it. They say, this is what it is. Again, the word comes, take it or leave it. This is our price. This is schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3, schedule 4. No mixing up. You like cooking channel, it doesn't come with that package, we cannot do anything about it. You want to add it, you have to take the second package also, because that cooking channel comes with that second package. You pay for 2 packages. You have an email. When you are taking their phone and mobile service and all, they also provide you a free email service. And if you are shifted from one area to another area, and because of these monopolies, your service provider is not in that new area, it's the second service provider, your email, flat, gone, finished, it was your business email. You tell them, please just give me the email, I want to keep on using it. They say, no, you take our service. And how much do you have to pay? For the whole year. The contract is for the whole year. Whether you take the internet, whether you take their mobile, whether you take their landline, for that email you have to pay the whole package. They don't care. Finish. Your email is gone. All over the internet you have to advertise. If you were not aware of it, you're gone. If you were aware of it 1 month before, you have to put on that in the future my email would be such and such. Because your contacts are there on that email. Do they care? No way. As I have told you maybe in the previous, if you have watched my videos, these are the people who hide behind emails, who hide behind their telephone numbers, who hide behind the receptionists, the secretaries. Mostly the message you will get is they are out of country, they are in a meeting, they have not come to the office, they are in the field, they will not want to talk to you, they will not want to hear your problems. They are not there to solve your problems. Why would they solve your problem? Why would you have a problem? They have been so gracious that they are offering you a telephone line. Imagine. You would be dead without a telephone line and they are giving you the line of mercy. Be grateful to them. That's what their feeling is about. Excuse me if I use the word, they act like gods. Why not? They were born with a silver spoon or a golden spoon. They're in a line of business where people line up and they will be getting the money rolling in. Why should they bother listening to your problems, your suggestions? Who are you to give any suggestion to them? They are the smarts. They are the people who know what they are doing. You are the consumer. You do what they are feeding you. Take it. They will teach you how to use those products. They will teach you what your wants are. They will tell you. Don't make it the other way around. You want to suggest to them that this wouldn't please you. They are not there to please you. It's a very down-to-earth thing that they are providing you a service. The service was required. There was a need for it. That's why you are there. That's why you are in their office. You don't want it, don't take their service. Be without the telephone. Your building, the water pump is not working, the lift is not working because the owner may not have paid the bill, there is no electricity. So you know the value of this product. You will come to them. They will not come to you. Please, why don't you take our electricity? They will not come to you. It depends on circumstances to circumstances. When we were in Saudi Arabia, I'll just take half a minute to explain this. They had the infrastructure they had built from scratch. They had installed all these fiber cables for telephones, for water. There was no water line connection to the houses. We had to go to these public water tanks to fill our plastic containers and bring them home for drinking water. Once they install these water pipes and water connections from these desalination plants and the telephone lines, believe me, they would be ringing the bell of your house. Please apply. The forms would be in their hands. Please apply for a telephone. Two telephones they would be giving you. 2 lines. Water, please, we have water. Why are you going to those gallons? Take our water. We'll install the meter. They were looking for consumers because they had spent money to install that infrastructure. Circumstances are different. Now you go and ask them, they will say, sorry, we don't have extra lines. We don't have oh, we'll have to wait. We will be installing more cables now. Things change. Same Saudis would be rude. I'm very blunt and very frank. I will be taking the name of the nations, the countries, the places. They were so proud, they were so rude when you used to walk into the shops. And if something is a little bit higher, he's sitting on the ground and you want to ask him, can I have a look at that? He would say it's not for sale. Why? Because he didn't want to get up. When the times change, when the economic situation really change, the same Saudi would be standing outside his shop asking, please, Ya Rafiq, come to my shop, come to my shop. I have beautiful things to show you. Same guy who would not get up from the sitting position, standing outside in the sun, asking for people to come into the shop. Things change. Why they treat in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, UAE, why they treat you like they don't care is because they know you are here for a short period. You are a transient. It's a transit area. How long will you be here? Nobody is foolish enough like me to be here for 48 years. Sometimes they do question me, oh Baba, why don't you want to go back to your country? What are you doing here? I'm not a national of this country. I'm still here. I treat this Dubai as my own city, as my own place. My feelings are for this city. So now the customer service part, we are again coming into this, is what is the difference between selling goods as they are, right at the price being the beneficial part, the part which sells, keep on reducing, give them the benefit, give them a competitive price, your sales are made. What part does the customer service play? Customer service is, don't be so assured that you will keep on getting the same volume of business. When you say the word business, business is very nicely put, is that it's calculated risk. It's not gambling, it's calculated risk. That means you calculate your future. You try to predict your future. If I'm in this place, if I cater to this type of nationality, to this type of geographic this thing, this is what the product people will be asking for. This may be in demand. You do all your planning and then you go into it. You have some chances of success. Now take it one more step further. By your own nature, you are a very nice and very genial person. You are always smiling, you have a good sense of humor, you are very nice with your family, you enjoy life, and you are a very thankful person, you're a very grateful person. Everybody who comes to you for business will take a good impression of you, will remember you. You remember that, please think about this. Good behavior, good manners, kind words, positive attitude, they are very, very contagious. More contagious than any virus or things which just, flow in the air and people catch them just by being near to that source. It's so contagious that next time they think of buying the same goods, although there are shops selling the same things very near to the price you sold to them right in their neighborhood, but they will come far away to find you out because you really gave them a sense of well-being, you gave them that respect, you gave them that value for being a human being. You are selling them goods, they are paying you for it. It's not a favor. You are not doing a favor to them, but you treated it as a favor. You treated it as a favor because they had plenty of shops on their way, or they could have gone to, but they came to your shop. There is a saying in our country that, and I think in India and Pakistan, there's similar saying, is that any customer who comes to your shop or your place of business is sent by God. God, because God has promised you your bread and butter. We call it risk, sustenance. So these are the means that God will provide you your sustenance. So don't lose it, don't be rude, don't be thankless, don't turn the customer away. For this time, this period is, I think we'll take leave now. and maybe on the same theme I'll continue some other time. Okay, thank you very much.